Hi everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Nela Morita Chakrafiun with student ID 2024-32051. Today, I'm going to explain the steps and the function of the code I used to build the website called History of Multimedia, and I use HTML for the structure and CSS for the styling. So let's dive into the code. Okay, first let's look at the head section. In the head section, I set the title of the website to Sejarah Multimedia Knowledge Base, and this is the text you see on the browser tab. And I also link my CSS file and set up the viewport to make the site responsive. The next is the header and navigation section. In the section, I use the header tag for the main title and a navigation tag for the navigation menu so users can move around easily. Next. Okay, the next section is main and article content section. This is the core of the website. In the section, I use the main tag with a container class to keep everything centered inside, and I use article tag to group the history content together. Inside the article, I create three sections using the card class, and inside each card, I use an H3 tag for the Aristotle and multiple P text for the detailed history descriptions, and the structure makes the text very organized. Okay, at the bottom, I added a footer with my name and my student ID as a copyright notice. Okay, after building the structure with HTML, I use CSS to bring the design to life. So let's take a look at styling details. Now let's talk about the CSS file. I choose a purple and lavender theme to make it look modern and clean. For the body section, I set the font family to Seijo UI to ensure the text is clean, and I remove all default margin and padding so the layout fits the screen perfectly. And I use a very light background color to make it easy on the eyes. And for the header section, I use a dark purple background and center the text. And to make it stand out, I style the H1 with a specific lavender color and a large font size of 2.5 rem. Okay, in the navigation section, I use a like lavender background, and for navigation links A, I remove the underlines, made the font bold, and I added 20 pixels margin so the links have enough space between them. Okay, the next section is container and title. The container class limits the width to 900 pixels and centered it on the screen, and the section title is also centered with a dark purple color to match our theme. Okay, the next is vertical stack and card section. I use Flexbox on the vertical stack with flex direction column and 35 pixels gap to stack my cards neatly. And the card itself has a white background, rounded corners of 15 pixels, and a soft box shadow to make it look like it's floating. And inside the card, I added 35 pixels padding for breathing room, and the H title has a bottom border to separate it from the text. And for the paragraphs, I use 1.8 line H and justify alignment for a clean look. And I also use the last child selector to remove the bottom margin from the final paragraph in each card, keeping the spacing perfect. And finally, I styled the footer with a light purple background and purple text to give the website an consistent finishing touch. And now let's look at the final result of the website. Okay, as you can see on the screen, the header creates a bold first impression with its deep purple color, and below that, the navigation bar is clean and easy to use. As I scroll down to the knowledge base section, you can see how the Flexbox layout neatly stacks the three eras of multimedia. And notice the soft shadow and rounded corners on each card. It gives the website a modern and clean feel. And the text is also very easy to read thanks to the line H and justified alignment we said earlier. And finally, at the very bottom, we have the footer which perfectly match our overall theme. And by combining this organized HTML structure with detailed CSS styling, the history of multimedia website is now complete, responsive, and easy to read. And that's all for my explanation. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.